Alright, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be discussing how to survive the zombie apocalypse. Now, the first lesson is...
I leave for 5 minutes. This is supposed to be a math video about teaching people how to find the surface area of prism, not teaching little kids how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
What?
Whatever.
Okay. Well, we are going to be I am going to be teaching you how to find the surface area of a prism. This background's a little boring for you guys, so I'm just going to change it. Okay, so hello again. As you can see, we have a more colorful background. As I mentioned earlier in my video, I will be teaching you how to find the surface area of a prism. The two prisms I will be using today are a rectangular prism and a triangular prism. So to start off, what is a prism? A prism is a solid figure with two bases surrounded by rectangles. Right now I will be showing real-life examples of a prism. As you can see, this is a triangular prism. It has the two bases surrounded by rectangles on each side. And as you have all seen before, this is a normal everyday tissue box. This is the base, two bases on each side, surrounded by rectangles. Okay, so now that we know what a prism is, let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, these are the sides of this prism. Okay, so as I mentioned in my method, you find the area of each side and add them all together. So right now we're going to find the area of each side. Okay, so to find the area of a triangle, you must do 1/2 times the base times the height. So since we already have our information down, it's pretty easy. The height is 4, the base is 6. 6 times 4 is 24, and you divide that by 1/2, which equals 12. And then you multiply that by 2 because there's 2 triangles in the entire prism. Let's move on to the rectangles surrounding the triangles. Okay, so on the formula for to find the area of a rectangle is easy. It's just the base times the height. So the base is 8, and you multiply that times the height, which is 6. So 8 times 6 is 48, and you multiply that by 3 times because there are 3 rectangles in the entire prism. So your final equation will end up as the surface area is 12 plus 12 plus 48 plus 48 plus 48, which equals 168. So that would be your final answer for the surface area of this triangle. Let's move on to our rectangular prism. Okay, so as you can see, these are all the sides of the rectangular prism below. I'm going to separate this into parts, so we'll start out with the base. Okay, so as the formula goes, it is to find the area of a rectangle, it's the base times the height. So I would do 6 times 4, which equals 24. Next is the bottom and top of the prism. Same formula, so it's 10 as the base times the height of 6, which is 60. Last is the sides of the prism, using the same formula. So the base is 10 and the height is 4, which equals 40. And you multiply all of those by 2 because there are 2 of each. Okay, so that will end up for your final equation, which is the surface area equals 24 plus 24, which is the 2 bases, plus 40 plus 40, which is the bottom and the top, plus 60 plus 60, which is the 2 sides. And then once you add that up all together, it equals to 248, which would be your final answer for the surface area of this prism. Okay, so in conclusion, if you know the area of each side, then you can easily find this complete surface area of the entire prism just by adding the areas together.